Hi everyone, Monisha here. Let us move on to the new chapter, the periodic classification of elements. In this video, I'll be completing only the history of periodic table, that how it came and what were the developments happen and who is considered as the father of periodic table. So let us move on to the main session. Introduction. There are 114 elements known at present, and it is very difficult to study the properties of all these elements separately. Around the year 1800, only 30 elements were known. Scientists started looking for some pattern in their properties on the basis of which they could study the elements with ease. Therefore, the elements have been classified into groups based on similarities in their properties. Early attempts at the classification of elements. The earliest attempt to classify the elements resulted in grouping the elements as metals and non-metals. Later, further classifications were tried out as the knowledge of elements and their properties increased. The humble beginnings. Aristotle, about 330 BC, the notion that there were a limited number of elements from which everything was composed originated with the Greek philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle proposed that everything is made up of mixture of one or more of four roots, that is earth, air, water and fire. This was known as four-element theory. So he is Aristotle. The mannequin of Aristotle is there in Greek. The brief history of the development of periodic table. In the beginning, by 1869, a total of 63 elements had been discovered. Scientists began to develop classification schemes. Law of Trades. Daubigner's Law of Trades. In 1829, John Daubigner proposed that nature contained trades of elements. First attempt at designing a periodic table. In 1862, de Chancotais transcribed a list of elements positioned on a cylinder in terms of increasing atomic weight. Law of Octaves. Newlands arranged elements in octaves. In 1863, John Newlands classified the 56 established elements into 11 groups based on similar physical properties. Who is considered as the father of periodic table? Mendeleev. Mendeleev's table became available to the scientific community via publication 1869 before Mayer's appeared in 1870. Mendeleev's periodic table was formed by arranging cards for each of the known 63 elements. The table showed similarities in an entire network of vertical, horizontal and diagonal relationships. In 1906, Mendeleev came within one vote of being awarded the Nobel Prize for his work. Discovery of the noble gases. In 1895, Lord Rayleigh reported the discovery of new gaseous element named argon. In 1898, William Ramsay suggested that argon be placed in the family within helium. Atomic structure and the periodic table. Atomic structure. Scientists of the 20th century attempted to explain why the properties of the elements recur periodically. The discovery of isotopes of the elements revealed the properties of the elements varied periodically with atomic number. Next, the modern periodic table. Seeberg reconfigured the periodic table by placing the actinide series below the lanthanide series. In 1951, Seeberg was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for his work. Conclusion of the history of periodic tables. The quest for a systematic arrangement of the elements started with the discovery of individual elements. Many scientists made significant contributions that eventually enabled Mendeleev to construct his table. The periodic table did not end with Mendeleev, but continued to take shape for the next 75 years. The periodic table as we know it today is not the fruit of the labor of a single man, rather a collective effort of some of the most brilliant mind ever. Thank you. In this video, I have included only the history and development of periodic table. It doesn't stop. Scientific discoveries will go on and on until the earth exists. I hope you understood the history and the development of periodic table. Scientific discovery is not a piece of cake. It just moves on by the collective relationships and the collective mind of various scientists and people. Let us honor and thank them. Thank you. Thanks a lot.